Hi guys. Gosh, it's really quite a greyish day here in the winter in the UK. Somewhere in Surrey, suburbia that is. So here we are live for day 26 of our 30-day vlog about Yang woman. If you're not sure if you're a Yang woman or a Yin woman, but this is specifically about Yang women, go and check out my website ginahardyyoga.com and have a look at my general profile for a Yang woman and just see whether you identify with any of her traits. And obviously big qualities as well as challenges, etc. So day 26, and we're on about really how to live an authentically feminine life. And among other things, we've talked about celebrating the body that we have, creativity being the natural essence of a woman's life, and also dance. And all of these things are really about non-cerebral connection to the body and really the joy of being in this physical body, because one of the biggest challenges that we have as Yang women is that we operate from our heads. And that doesn't mean to say that that's a bad thing necessarily, because we need a balance, but we tend to be so cerebral and analytical and driven and motivated by everything that's going on in our minds that actually the softness, the receptivity, all of those lovely things and wonderful things we tend to compromise for the sake of head living. And that goes for everybody. I mean, I think that that is a real malaise for the Western world generally, but I also believe that for women we can put ourselves seriously out of whack with our natural inherent way we are built structurally, physically, everything. Today I wanted to talk about yoga and meditation, and whilst that might not necessarily be authentically feminine, I feel that it's an aspect of my own life that is really important. So if you haven't done yoga before and you are a real Yang woman, again, what's great about yoga is that it gets you into your body. It gets you to take yourself from your head down into your heart, specifically where a lot of challenges that we face, if we could only be in our hearts a lot more, then things would resolve a lot easier rather than work it all out from the mind. Yoga really takes you into your body. So if you're thinking of starting, and we have a new year, 2017, coming up, go and take up yoga. Please go and take up yoga. It's one of the best things you can do. It helps you slow down. And what's an amazing thing about yoga is that it gives you your own private space on the mat, away from everybody that you have responsibilities for and with in your life. And it just gives you that juicy hour on hour and a half of downtime out of your week. And it is immensely powerful to climb out of your mind and into your physical body and be still. It's a real yin thing to do, to create space and be still in your day, because it can change your life. And I know that because, you know, I wouldn't have been doing, I think I've been doing yoga now for about 25 years, and for 8 of those I've been teaching. And it changes my state of mind completely, because I know that Yang women, when we get very driven by our minds, or we get into a situation where we literally are like a dog with a bone, we won't let go, we can be incredibly opinionated and also ride roughshod over other people in order to get what we want. And I think some of that is stubbornness and all the other things that go with that. But obviously for me, yoga is the great balm, the great soothing balm, as the nemesis to being so head driven. And if you do choose yoga, there are loads of styles of yoga, and again, this is just my view. But the later I get through my 40s, now I'm into my first 50 year, I think that us Yang women of this particular age don't need Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga is very powerful, and it's incredible. It makes bodies strong and all of that kind of stuff. But I think it's a very fitness-based form of yoga, and it doesn't necessarily, for me, do the job, particularly as I'm becoming more yin. So I teach Hatha yoga, and I also teach Yin Yoga. So notice the word yin in there. And Yin Yoga is incredibly powerful for getting deep into the body, undoing intrinsic tension. And it works on stillness. It does work on challenge, but you're challenging your body to undo itself by being still with it, listening. It's a very connective tissue releasing type of yoga, and they're all floor-based postures, so you will get a lot of time being on the floor, but also the postures are incredible just to undo, and it takes a long time. I mean, with an hour and a half's yin yoga, you might only do maybe 6 or 7 postures, but you feel incredible afterwards, and it very deeply connects you to the inner seer, the inner teacher, the inner wise woman that you are, and also connects you to the creativity aspects of your body. I've had many an idea when I've come out of a long yoga practice, where I've had time to connect. I feel that the way we live our lives, and we live our lives in our head, we can't connect properly to what's really here. It's like the thing that we need to listen to the most is our gut, say our gut, but really when we say gut we mean our solar plexus. But this is, to me, where we access our intuition, and what is there for a purpose, so that you listen. And with yoga you can truly end up connecting to that and listening to yourself. But even more important than yoga postures is connecting to the breath. The breath is a very powerful thing to bring you from your head into your heart. If you connect to the quality of your breath, again, it helps you to stay in the body. And then going on from that is even more important than the breath and the yoga postures, for me, is meditation. And there are many forms of meditation. I think when you're a young woman, if you're a beginner, try guided meditation. There's a great little app called Insight Timer. That's INSIGHT, Insight Timer, and it's brilliant for a load of free meditations. A lot of them are guided, and you can sit and listen to somebody's voice while you sit in a peaceful environment, or lie in bed, put your headphones on and be guided. Then there's Vipassana meditation, which is the meditation technique that I generally use. Vipassana, it has centres all over the world, and they're donation-only centres, so you don't have to pay an actual structured fee for going on a course. And Vipassana tends to run their courses in silence, so you could do a 10-dayer, and you could be a beginner and you can still go along to a 10-day course. And oh my word, those meditation courses have changed the course of my life, and I feel much more deeply connected to life. And when I go every couple of years to a Vipassana course, I find it just mind-blowing and incredible. Nothing gets you into yourself than 10 days in silence. It's not easy, but it is incredible. So guided meditation if you are a beginner, Vipassana meditation if you fancy something a bit deeper than that, and a lot deeper than that in fact. And also there are other forms of meditation. You can always write to me and ask me if there's anything else that I would recommend, because I can't remember everything on here. So yoga and meditation, very powerful for the yin aspects, and really for connecting you to your body. So again, you can celebrate the body, you will open up to more creativity, and also it's a form of dance, it's a form of self-expression, which is utterly beautiful. And also, if you are a fitness-based yang woman, then yoga is the perfect partner and the perfect yin to the yang lifestyle. So do go and try it, particularly Hatha and Yin Yoga. I find it really good. And do some meditation, guided meditations. You can pick them up online, you can download MP3s. There are literally hundreds when you Google meditation. And have a look on iTunes as well, because that's really, really good for MP3s. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to go because I've got friends that I'm expecting, and also carrying on with the to-do list for this Christmas build-up. So I salute you, I honour you, and I love you, young woman. And I know that whatever you do, you're doing the best you can do. Keep being your own warrior. Namaste.